Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about something huge. How do you take a perfectly good web application and level it up into something that a massive enterprise would actually buy? Believe me, it's a giant leap. It's not just about adding more features. It's about solving the really tough, high-stakes problems that big companies are willing to pay for. So let's dive in. So, what does that phrase, enterprise ready, even mean? Right? It's way more than just a slick design or a couple of extra dashboard widgets. It's all about building this incredible level of trust. It's about solving the kind of problems that keep executives, the CFOs and the CTOs, staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. We're talking about bulletproof security, absolute data privacy, and just rock-solid can't-fail reliability. For this explainer, we're going to zoom in on 3 of the toughest hurdles you have to clear. First, secure monetization. How you get paid without putting your entire company at risk. Second, private intelligence. How you give your clients powerful AI tools without ever leaking their sensitive data. And third, flawless documents. How you generate perfect professional paperwork every single time. Let's start with the big one, the money. All right, first up, navigating the monetization maze. Look, getting paid is obviously the goal of any SaaS product. But for an enterprise-level service, how you handle your customers' payment info isn't just a detail. It's a make-or-break decision. It is an absolute minefield of security regulations and compliance headaches. And I really can't stress this enough. The second you decide, hey, I'll just store the credit card numbers myself, you are stepping into a world of pain. We're talking about something called PCI Compliance. It's this whole set of security rules for the payment card industry, and it means expensive audits, constant vulnerability scans, and living with the terrifying risk of a data breach that could literally end your business overnight. So the smart play? Don't touch it. Offload that risk entirely. Okay, so if you let a third party like Stripe handle the dangerous stuff, how does your app know that a customer actually paid? Well, you've got 2 main choices here. There's polling, which is kind of like your app constantly picking up the phone and calling Stripe, hey, did they pay yet? What about now? How about now? It's noisy and super inefficient. Then there's the much, much better way. Webhooks. This is like giving Stripe a doorbell for your app. When the payment is successful, Stripe just walks over and rings your bell once, instantly, to let you know what happened. So much cleaner. And here's exactly how that flow works. It's actually pretty elegant. Step 1, Stripe does the heavy lifting, securely processing the credit card. We don't see it, we don't touch it. Perfect. Step 2, Stripe sends our app a secure, digitally signed message. That's the doorbell ring. Step 3, and this is crucial, our app checks that digital signature to make absolutely sure the message is from Stripe and not some scammer trying to get a free account. And finally, once it's all verified, boom, we instantly upgrade the customer's account. It's fast, it's secure, and our hands are completely clean of any toxic credit card data. Now for the second massive hurdle, the AI privacy paradox. Everybody wants to sprinkle that AI magic on their data to find incredible insights. But here's the paradox. For any serious enterprise, think finance, healthcare, government, the idea of sending their most sensitive, confidential information to a third-party cloud service like OpenAI, it is an absolute, complete non-starter. So imagine you're in a sales meeting with a huge hospital or a major bank. They love your product, but they're terrified of their data leaving their control. What's the one thing you can say? What's the ultimate selling point? The promise that just vaporizes their objections and gets that contract signed. This, right here, 0. Data leak. This is the promise that their confidential, proprietary, crown jewel data will never leave their network. Not for analysis, not for training, never. You have to understand, this isn't just a feature on a pricing page. This is the entire foundation of trust for an enterprise client. So how do you actually deliver on that promise? It all comes down to choosing the right tool for the job. You've got your cloud LLMs, your large language models like OpenAI. They're brilliant, super smart, but using them means your data takes a trip across the internet. The alternative is a local LLM, using a tool like Ollama that you run on the client's own private servers. Now, this does require some pretty beefy, expensive hardware, specifically GPUs, but it comes with the ultimate ironclad privacy guarantee. And for these enterprise clients, trust me, the cost of that hardware is nothing compared to the value of that 0 data leak promise. So how do you build this without creating a maintenance nightmare? You use a clever piece of software design called an abstraction layer, like Spring AI. Think of it like a universal remote for your AI. You write all your cool AI features just once, talking to this generic remote. Then, depending on who the customer is, you just tell the remote which TV to control. Your standard customers? Okay, you point them to the OpenAI cloud model. But your premium enterprise clients, you just flip a switch in their configuration and they get pointed to that secure in-house Ollama model. No code changes needed in your main application. It's just beautiful architecture. All right, let's tackle our third and final hurdle, the document dilemma. Big companies run on a river of official documents. We're talking invoices, financial reports, legal contracts. And in huge markets, like the Middle East, for example, these documents absolutely have to look perfect, often blending complex scripts like Arabic right alongside English. And this is the nightmare. You use some standard web-to-PDF library, and the Arabic script, which should be this beautiful, flowing, connected text, just shatters. It breaks apart into these separate, individual letters. This usually happens because the person's computer trying to view the PDF doesn't have the specific Arabic font installed. And the result? It looks totally unprofessional. It's just broken. It is completely unacceptable for a serious business document. What you need, what the client is paying for, is this: a document that looks perfect every single time on any computer, any phone, anywhere in the world. The letters are connected exactly as they should be, flowing naturally. Now, this isn't some kind of magic trick. It's a very specific technology that guarantees this kind of consistency. The solution has a name. It's called font embedding. And the idea is actually pretty simple. Instead of just hoping the user's computer has the right font, you literally pack the font file itself inside the PDF document. You bundle it in. This makes the PDF totally self-contained and doesn't need anything from a local machine. It brings its own fonts to the party, which guarantees it will look pixel perfect every single time. And pro-level tools like JasperReports are built to do exactly this. So now, let's just zoom out for a second and see how this all connects. These aren't just 3 random features we've talked about. They are 3 powerful pillars that support a complete, enterprise-ready blueprint. Secure payments build financial trust. Private AI builds data trust. And perfect documents build professional trust. Together, they create an undeniable sense of quality and reliability. And you know, these features don't just happen in a vacuum. They're the capstone, the final powerful layer that sits on top of a really solid foundation. You can see the whole journey here. We started with a scalable architecture and secure multi-tenancy. We built in robust security, right-to-left UI support. It's a holistic approach. You have to design from day one with the goal of building software that's truly ready for the big leagues. So when you solve these 3 core challenges, you're not just creating an app that works. You're creating a platform that inspires confidence. The technical foundation is incredibly strong. So the only real question left is, what amazing things will you build on top of it? Thanks for watching.